is Christoph Plate and I'm the director of Media Africa, based in Johannesburg in South Africa. What effects did the pandemic have on the media? Well, thousands of jobs were lost in newsrooms, and of course that put a lot of strain and stress on the remaining journalists in the newsrooms, and particularly so also on the quality of news, because if you have fewer people doing research and doing writing and doing editing, of course there is less quality. I mean, it is like that. Luckily, we do have a lot of very creative publishers on the continent who have a lot of innovative ideas as to how to finance salaries, how to finance good research. Some of them, they do rely on donations, others they introduced a paywall. That's something that was not thought of a year and a half ago. We always heard that a paywall doesn't work in Africa because there's a I take it for free mentality. But that has changed because, particularly so in the growing middle classes in many African countries, there's a growing sense and a growing awareness that we actually do need to pay some money if we want to be informed in a proper and in a thorough and in a verified way. There have been innovations also during the pandemic. Namely, for example, a WhatsApp newspaper called The Continent, which was started by two journalists here in South Africa who thought we have to cross those borders and we have to make use of the technical possibilities that we have in order to distribute something. So they formed a newspaper called The Continent, which has been growing ever since, which is being read by 70,000 plus people every weekend on the continent. And they are now even working on a French edition of The Continent. Then you were asking about quality. Quality has been a commodity that was in high demand, particularly so in the first months of the pandemic. One of our partners called Africa Check, they witnessed an 8-fold increase on their website and on their social media channels because they are verifying news, you know. Can this help against the pandemic? Is it true that that politician who is a doctor has developed a cure for it? So they debunk false news. They verify a lot of myths in their offices in Johannesburg and Lagos, in Dakar in Senegal, and in Nairobi and in Kenya. And they have witnessed this 8-fold plus increase in their traffic, which is an indication that there's a lot of demand for verified news. So not all is bleak in the pandemic, and not all media falls into the hands of Chinese investors.